Hey everyone, welcome back to RamieWorks 360. Today I'm reviewing the Iwata Neo Airbrush and compressor combo set after a year of using it. This is a setup that often is recommended for beginners, but I wanted to see how it performs from the perspective of someone who has been using a higher end airbrush like the Harder and Steenbeck Evolution CR+. We'll go ahead and walk through what's in the box, spray test it on a model, and then I'll compare it side by side with my main setup to see how it stacks up in terms of feel, spray control, and overall value. The Iwata Neo looks and feels like a solid airbrush. It's gravity-fed, dual-action airbrush, and the finish is clean and professional. You also get a small compressor, which is surprisingly compact and pretty quiet. There's a pressure control button, hose, and it connects quickly with no fuss. Let's hook this up and give it a quick test. For the price point, it feels like a pretty solid kit, and I've enjoyed putting it to work for the past year. Now this compressor features a 3-speed control button that adjusts the air pressure in 3 distinct settings. Medium is going to be your purple light at 10 psi. High is going to be your blue light at 15 psi. And low is going to be your red light at 5 psi. I'll be starting with just some water and then moving to a thin primer to see how it atomizes. At around 15 psi, the airflow feels smooth and the trigger has a little more resistance than I'm used to, but nothing gets in the way. Spray control is decent for broad coverage and moderate detail. For a budget compressor, this thing is surprisingly quiet and consistent. Now, let's compare this to my usual setup, the Harder and Steenbeck Evolution CR+, paired with the Timbertech compressor. Build quality-wise, the Evolution definitely feels more premium, smoother trigger, more refined machining, and overall a balanced feel. The Iwata Neo is lighter, which might be easier for beginners but less precise for detail work. The Timbertech compressor is stronger with a built-in tank, so it holds air better and avoids pulsing under long sprays. The Neo's compressor does well for its size, but it's definitely best suited for shorter hobby sessions. Now I'm going to test the Neo by priming some parts from the Allied Vehicle Accessory Set with primer thin down to about 50-50. I like to mix my paint straight into my cup. I start off with paint thinner and then I add my paint. And I usually stir it up with an old paintbrush. Before you spray your miniature, make sure you test the flow out first. I think the Neo handled it pretty good. It had a decent spray pattern, good coverage, and it didn't really clog. It doesn't seem to atomize quite as finely as my Evolution, but for base coating or zenithal priming, this is more than usable, and honestly, pretty impressive for the price. So here's the deal. If you're new to airbrushing or just want something reliable and affordable to get started with, the Iwata Neo combo is a solid entry point. It's easy to set up, intuitive to use, and good enough for miniatures, dioramas, and base work. If you're looking for ultra-fine detail, smoother triggers, and long sessions, go with something like the Evolution setup. But for travel, quick priming, or budget-conscious beginners, this kit definitely holds its own. I'm definitely going to keep this around for priming and maybe in future videos for when I want to show beginner-friendly workflows. Thanks for watching. If you've used the Iwata Neo or have your own favorite airbrush, drop it in the comments and let me know what works for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more gear breakdowns, painting tutorials, and diorama builds right here on Rainbowworks 360. I'll see you in the next one.